From Los Angeles, this is Montserrat Radio. You're listening to Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your host, Benny Wilson.
Good afternoon, and for some places, good evening, and for some places, good morning. Thank you, and welcome to the Fake News Show. This is your host, Benny. Today, I had an unusual show on Sunday. I usually don't broadcast on Sunday, unless there's something really important to say, so I got this settled. I just said to myself, oh, you gotta do a show. I got news for you guys, and the show for today is called A Crazy Week Ahead of Us. Yes, I just got a confirmation from the elite that next week is going to be crazy. We're going to have really great week and tremendous, and it's going to be a roller coaster, okay? It's going to be really crazy. So before anybody says anything, I have to let you know that this month is going to be already showing there's going to be a very crazy month. A very, how could I put it up? It's going to be a turmoil. It's going to be definitely chaos. And I can't explain why it's gonna be next week. Starting next week, is gonna be crazy week. But I can tell you right now what I can share with you is that things are gonna be chaotic. Okay, they're gonna be events that you will go, wow, just like the icon on my show. Wow. Okay, so I gotta tell you that. I gotta announce it because I'm gonna prove you one more time that I'm not wrong. Okay. So also I have some news. So let's go to the news right now. And the news that I have right now coming from Iraq, the news are really crazy too. I'm telling you, is that I was just trying to read through, and I also got some news from the Dow Jones, and that's another wow. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, especially because if we are going to put all the pieces together, you'll see why. Okay, so this is the reason why I said we need to put all the pieces together so you understand. All right, so let's go to the news. If I get it right this time, let me see. Here is another news from the Central Bank of Iraq. It said the Central Bank and the Palestinian Monetary Authority signed a memorandum of understanding for joint cooperation. Okay, so what is this news about? I'm gonna post all this news on my Facebook page. For those who are not on my Facebook page, just listen what I'm about to tell you. What is this news about? Is basically that there is a new system, and not many gurus will tell you that because they don't know this. I know about this, so I will let you know what it is. There is a new financial system that is coming up. It's gonna be just like the monetary, the bank, the monetary, not the monetary. I'm sorry, just like the World Bank. We also have the BRICS, right? That's another World Bank. The BRICS is basically the competition against the World Bank. It's a competition. Why all these things are happening? We're gonna put all the pieces together, okay? We're gonna put all the pieces together. Wow, how we've been talking about recently. We've been talking about a financial reset, okay? meaning we're gonna delete everything and we're gonna start all over again. So that is about to happen, and it might happen this month. So we already said that we got the BRICS. There's like 5 countries organizing, and they take care of that part. They do their own loans with the different conditions to other countries. We got the World Bank, which is the old elite, the old financial system, along with the IMF. Okay, and we got the new financial system that will only cover Islamic countries. So the name of that new financial system is called the Sharia financial system. Okay, it is a financial system created by Islamic countries, the very filthy rich countries that are trying to get away from Western countries and their policies and their financial systems. So that's what this news is about. It's about being part of another financial system called the Sharia financial system, the Sharia financial economic system. And basically the central bank has recognized and has come into understanding to join the Palestinian government, which, by the way, will become a government after they sign the peace treaty with Israel, and so that's basically what it's about. What is this news is about? So let's go to the other news, and the other news says, and this comes from The Guardian. I'm gonna post this on my Facebook book. It says, ISIS surrenders Iraqi hideout of leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Let's try it again. Abu Bakr Baghdadi. Okay, Abdul Bakr al-Baghdadi This is the guy who actually announced the Caliphate in Iraq. So they said that the ISIS has surrounded and from one of their hideouts and the leader of that I just mentioned. I'm gonna post that up, and just notice that these news are coming out, and yet they have not delivered Mosul. They have not announced the liberation of Mosul, and it's pathetic. Everybody's calling it pathetic. Everybody's calling it, why is it so small? They taking all this time. I keep saying it, and now people that are listening to my show, they can say, yeah, you were right. You'll be coming to, be on the target all the time. What I've been saying? I've been saying that they are holding it for a purpose. And that purpose because they will bring the value of the Iraqi dinar, and it's going to explode. They are synchronizing right now. Okay? There is no coincidence. This is what they're doing. Okay? So I'm going to leave this posting. It's pretty big article. So I'm gonna leave this news on my Facebook page again for you guys to read it. The other news that I got, it was kind of funny because they gotta have some liberal in this embassy in Iraq. They either Donald Trump has not fired the new cabinet or the new embassy in Iraq. Obviously, they haven't changed it yet because what they did, it was outrageous. Basically, what they did, and this is the Council of the United States in Erbil, that's in Iraq, in the region of Erbil. They raised the gay flag pride along with the United States flag. And it just brought the whole region in chaos, and they protest because they anti-gay. What can I tell you? Just being an anti-gay, just being gay, you can actually get your head cut off, and it is against the law in the Sharia law, in their Sharia law. So this is the news that I'm gonna also post. It is over Iraqi news, and this is the thing that we have to deal with, And I'm sure that the guys or the consulate, the ambassador in that region, it is a liberal. I know that, okay? Because only a liberal will come out showing stuff that this way. Only a liberal will come out of the blues, not only to make a symbol of ridiculous, a symbol of. I'm gonna tell you this much. It's nothing that I'm against gay people, because I'm not against gay people. But it is so political incorrect to do such a thing. This is the truth. Okay, because even though that. Whatever you do in that embassy, it is a little part of the United States. That's an international agreement. That's an international law. Whoever who goes inside any embassy in any world, that little embassy is part of that country. So that little embassy in Erbil, it is part of the United States. So whatever happens in the United States, it stays in the United States regardless. But obviously, they saw the flag and they don't like that. So, so that's what I have to deal with it. I'm going to post it on Facebook after the show. The other news that I got, here's another news. This is the other news. It's called, and forgive the bad translation, because this is a really bad translation. I'm going to try to actually let you know what it's about. It says that praise the central measures of control the currency window, and it says right here that the sector of the central bank of Iraq in action the classification of participation in the sales of foreign currency, and it doesn't really make sense. So I'm gonna tell you what it's about. Okay, basically, they are praising the people that are making right now the changes for the new system in financial measures they're going to about to deploy in Iraq, meaning that e-dinar, they're going to deploy the e-dinar, going to be part of their financial system. They're going to deploy the new value of their currency, okay? Because if they're going to deploy the new value of their system, if the dinar is going to have a new value, so they will have the new notes, and the new notes will be used especially for the new ATM machines that they never had that. So, like I said before, when a country has a lot of value in their currency, they don't need these 25,000 dinars. They don't need these 500,000 dinars notes. They don't. So the more value your currency have, the less nomination you will have. Now, I'm not saying the United States that is not the case. We have a $100,000 note. We do. But why we don't see it around? Because for one thing, only very rich people actually request for that. And if you're going to request for 100,000 notes, just because you want to be a moron, just like this guy Mayweather, he requested $10 million being paid off in 100,000 notes, okay? He's a moron. He loves to be flashing out their money. And they ask him, with all respect, Mr. Mayweather, why would you want something like that? You're going to expose yourself for a lot of problems. And he didn't care. I just want my money with 100,000 bills. So they gave it to him. And he went like crazy and being moron, flashing out those 100,000 bills all around the internet. Okay, so yes, we do have $100,000 a bill, but they're basically not being distributed, only in special cases, just like this special moron called Mayweather. So that's the reason why this news is about. Okay, so let me see what's the other news. Oh, this news is really good. Let me just tell you about this news. I found it on Barron's. I'm also going to post it on Facebook. And it says right here, it says, unscrub and love Dow hits new high as concerns grow. Okay, this is what I want you to pay attention. The Dow Jones, it is over 21,000. And let me see if I get this right now, the Dow Jones. I forgot to bring up the Dow Jones price. Let me check it out because this is something that they told me to mention. It is 21,206. So it is high. It actually went 60.11% up. So yesterday we had this new, and I got this new from a banker. He sent it to me. And he said, maybe you want to read this news, Benny. So I said, okay, let me read it. So basically it says, stocks end the week of record highs, and once again, we are a loss, meaning LOSS, to explain why. Before I continue reading the news, I'm going to tell you, I know exactly what this is about. It's about the bubble. Remember what I've been telling you? That Donald Trump mentioned the bubble. Experts are mentioning the bubble. And what is actually the bubble? The bubble is what they have created with a false value. I've been telling you, and I want to make sure that everybody understands what I'm talking about. The RB is about the real value of their currencies, the real value of the trading they do. So that bubble is about to burst. And if they told me that this week is going to be crazy, trust me what I'm talking about. Don't be even surprised that might be the reason why they told me that it's going to be crazy. So the news says, the S&P 500 rose 1% this week after advancing 0.4% to 24,039 today, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average advanced 6% this week, are ticking up of 60.11 points The Nasdaq Composite gained 1.5% this week after rising 0.9%. So these are numbers that you probably don't understand, but let's read that what it's actually saying. Yes, yet here we are. Should we be getting excited about the possibility of more gains? Not so fast, says Glass King Chef and David Rosenberg. Those are the tough guys of the Wall Street. Okay, so the advice data showed that the real GDP growth was plus 1-2% of the annual rate. And while better than the initial estimate, this is still about half of the average tepid pace of 8 years expansion. In other words, the Dow Jones does not reflect the real situation, economic situation of the United States, of the country. We just half of the GOP in return, the GDP in return growth for this year. Okay, so it's not even half, because if we were half, we were expecting 2.2. Actually, we were expecting 3.1% this year. We're not even half of it. Okay, so that shows you something. That's a red flag right there. Okay, so for all the excitement about to the first quarter, we have to keep in mind that there are operating profits that exclude a whole range of desirable items, and of course, stock buybacks, which may have slow but still provide an upside skew to the figures. Anyway, I'm going to leave this for you guys to read it. The thing in very few words, we are in a really bad situation. There's nothing for you and me to be happy about it. Something is wrong with the statistics, and we know what it is. That they've been inventing, they've been manipulating the value of everything that we have right now. So the bubble is about to burst. They will not have to no longer hold it, because they know already that it's about to burst. So when it bursts, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is that the real value of things, stocks, bonds, currency, will come out. Okay? So when the real value comes out, it will come and it will be a reset of everything. Meaning, it will fix the problem of having to deal with bad and false values of stocks, of bonds and currency, and will correct the false value, bringing the real value. That's what's going to happen. But the migration to the new system, meaning the new acceptance of the new value, that will be a collapse in self. And that's going to bring us in a really bad situation. Now, will that happen in June? Maybe we do. Because this bubble has been happening for a long time already. It's been since Donald Trump actually came out with his own opinion about the bubble almost a year ago. So the bubble hasn't burst yet. So we gotta wait for something big coming. Alright? So just to let you know that this week is gonna be crazy. And the news are telling us that, yes, it's gonna be crazy. Alright? So I gotta follow that, and that's what I said. You know, I came out and I said I gotta do this show today. Today is Sunday. I should be relaxing. And the reason why I'm not relaxing is because I already lost some money. And along with I lost some money was because of the investment I did. Did I do the right investments? No, I didn't. Am I sorry about it? Yes, I am sorry about it. But my excuse is this: I've been so busy doing my own business. I've been so busy delegating a lot of stuff that I just did not even care, or didn't even took the time to do my own research to avoid this collapse on my own packet. What I'm talking about is trusting sites that they're scams. Trusting sites that will promise you to deliver double your bitcoins and generating bitcoins. And I've been doing it not too long, but probably 2 or 3 months I've been doing it. And this is my second loss that I got. And I will no longer want to deal with any site like that. And I recommend anybody, if you are in a site that promise you to double your bitcoins, get away, get out. 98% of those sites are not genuine, they're scams, and they will leave you broke. Simple as that. Okay, 98%. So what am I going to do and how am I going to deal with bitcoins? Because I've been saying it every day on my shows. You need to actually get involved with bitcoins. I'm not contradicting myself. All I'm telling you is that I did my own mistakes. So how can I actually get involved with bitcoins? And minimize my loss and minimize the problems that Benny is going. Well, that's a great question. I will bring up the information, hopefully by next week. Okay? And I'm going to introduce genuine websites that will minimize your losses. You're not going to expect the big gainings that you probably have in the past, because the more risk that you put out, the more risk you're going to also put out by losing a lot of money. I'm not saying that these sites will not generate you or will not give you a lot of profits out of it. They all do. Trust me. I've been there. They haven't been that scam about it. But what I'm talking about, when they don't last. They don't last. They don't even last 6 months. Okay? Just to tell you that much. So why would you put yourself in that situation? I mean, you're going to lose, they lose less than 6 months, so anytime you're going to lose everything. You know? So right now I got a problem with FundStream, which was a website that was actually giving us a lot of profits out of a lot of people that I put on FundStream, even myself. We were getting good money out of it. And all of a sudden, FundStream stopped working in the United States. It just stopped working. Every time that you go to the browser and wanted to go to the FundStream, it will not be able to reach. I got even people who are not able to withdraw money. And the funny part of it is that I live in California. I can reach the server. I can reach the page. I even opened a ticket when I actually got to get access to that page. And I haven't received no answer of their support, and I don't think I'm gonna ever receive any answer, to tell you the truth. So, by the way, I wanna also thank my brother in Australia for helping me out. I noticed also that many other countries around, they are actually have no problem with FundStream. They're still getting into the page, and they're still doing business as usual. But I understand, this is what I understand so far, that many places within the United States, they cannot access that website, and they're having all types of issues. So that means that either the server is probably shutting down. I'm sorry, I got mute again. So I was saying about FundStream. It's either that we're probably getting shut down on this side of the world in the United States, and the rest of the people all over in the United States are able to watch that, to watch everything. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I got somebody that said that I was too far away from my microphone. I hope that you guys can read it. Let me put a little bit more. Okay, there you go. All right. Thank you so much. And I also tell everybody to, go to my server, then chat with me. I will answer your questions. So if you have any question, please ask me down. and I'll be happy to answer the questions, especially for those who put their money on FundStream. Because what I found out about it was that probably, and this is what I know about it, they're probably shutting down the website in this side of the United States. It's been already 3 days, and I have not been able to do anything on that page. So there you go. Thank you, Michael Murdoch. So that's the news that I got from you. Now let me just tell you about some other of my friends that have been getting involved. There is a lot of those sites over the internet that they promise you a lot of money. They promise you a lot of profits, and you got to be careful with them. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. It is not easy for me to come out to people that trust me and then find out that I was also the stupid idiot who got caught. It is not funny. It is not easy for me to admit it that I was wrong. But I am admitting that I was wrong. I made enough. My excuse is, like I said, I didn't have the time to make my research because I've been really busy. And today is one of those days that I've not been busy at all. And that's the reason also why I did this show. Because the really good news came out today, okay? Just letting you know. And they confirming me too that starting tomorrow, we're going to have a crazy week, okay? So that's what I need you to actually understand this. Okay, Sam. Yeah, Sam Oliver just chat me and said, thanks for your insight on FundStream. You're welcome. Yeah, many people have lost money within the United States. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that they answer me back after I open the ticket. I really hope so. I hope that they back. But to be honest, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. Just to be honest, okay. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm big enough. And this is what I'm gonna do. Oh, another thing. Let me see. I gotta watch my. Okay, I'm watching right now my emails. Don't understand this email they sent me. I got a lot of emails. That when I have time, I read them. Now I got another email saying, any more news on Ripple cryptocurrency? Okay. Let me tell you about the cryptocurrencies. And I just mentioned that July is going to be the madness of all the roller coasters about the cryptocurrencies. It's going to be so, this is the way they put it to me. This is the way they describe it to me, okay? They describe saying, just imagine, Benny, in July, one day, all the cryptocurrencies is sky high, all of a sudden. And you see millions of people trying to withdraw their money. What do you think is going to cost to the blockchain? To the blockchain system? It's going to crash. And a lot of people are going to lose their money. Why? Because the system has not been designed for so many people to withdraw their money at one time. That's the truth. So that's what they told me. It's going to be mad. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be panic. Exactly what I've been saying for almost 3 years. So that's expected to happen in July of this year. Okay, not in June, but in July. Maybe we can see something peculiar by the end of June, just maybe. Okay, but I was told that in July that's gonna happen. Okay, so just to let you know, and I thank Eric May for sending me this email asking me about crypto and Ripple. Let me see another email. This is another email. It says, hi Benny, this is my second request to get your Intel email. I hear what you are saying, and I like most don't have any funds to do that. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, I want to apologize to all and everybody who are in my list, in my email list, and because I not too long ago, I said I was going to make my last email. And that's exactly the reason why I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it today. I promise you I will do it today. I'm going to stop sending emails because I just don't have the time. I just don't have the time. The little time that I have to rest is today. You know, I'm very, very, very busy. And sometimes I found that the list of email basically was really good, because in my thinking, I was like, you know, these people are going to appreciate my information, especially breaking intel, and they're not going to spread it around. But, you know, that was me. You know, that was my thinking. And all of a sudden, I saw all those emails all over the net, you know, and they come out to me and say, Benny, what are you doing? We told you not to tell anybody. Why are you doing this? So I don't want to get in trouble anymore. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm gonna do my last email. And yes, I will tell you some breaking intel that I have, that I will only share with the people in my list, and that will be the last time that I do that. Okay, so just to let you know, thank you for your email. I'm sorry, I just read it, and you probably say, "Oh, she sent it on June 1st. It is already the 4th. I got thousands of emails." Okay, I got another one here. It says, "Please add me to your Intel info." Sorry, honey. This is Lisa Commutes. I'm sorry. I cannot anybody else, because I'm gonna stop sending emails. Sorry. You can read. You can listen to my show if you want to know more about the RB, right? And that was the last. Oh my God, that was the last. Oh no, not yet. Jeez, I thought that was the last email. No, I got more. Like, let me see. No. Yeah, I got about 100 more emails that I have to go through. And this is me. What can I tell you? This is something that I had to do in order to keep up with everybody. The interns, little kids, the kids that are from the high school that I mentioned before, that were helping me. They helped me for about 3 days. And all of a sudden they say, you know what, we think we want to do something else. Why? Because, you know, they're kids. They don't want to be in a house and do this stuff. And, you know, they wanted to be involved in offices and stuff like that. Well, whatever. And I think I have them. I even paid them good. You know, I was paying them, $14 an hour. And they work like 8 hours, you know. And I don't know, all of a sudden that those two guys didn't want to do that. I guess because I interrupted them when there was a guy and a girl and a guy, you know, and they were not doing the job, and they were just mingling, you know, romantic. So I told them to stop doing it and get to work. I guess they didn't like that, so they left. That's fine. So what else can I tell you about it? There's another thing that I want to share with you before I leave. And it's about, let me see. I have it right here. Oh, okay. I wanna emphasize something, okay, before I leave, because I'm not gonna mention it again. Please pay attention. Do whatever you can to find out how to buy Bitcoin. That's all I gotta tell you. Do whatever you can to buy Bitcoin. And if you're going to buy Bitcoin, make sure that you don't buy thousands of dollars. Just spend whatever you can lose. I'm being very clear about it. Okay? Do it now. Okay? That's the only thing that I gotta tell you. I cannot tell you anymore because they told me don't you dare do that. Just say whatever. Just say it like that, but don't go into details. So there you go. I got another question here. It says, what about the Dong? Michael Modak asking. Oh, wait a minute. I got some other questions. Okay, I got about the Dong. Okay. It's been traded against the dollar. Okay, yes. I announced that the Dong was traded against the dollar. It already happened like 2 weeks. Today I had a meeting with a guy in Australia through the internet. We'll talk about it. And I told him the exact situation about the dong. I need you to understand, for those who are in my Facebook page, I will let you know what it is about. But I cannot mention it on radio. Okay? But I'm telling you, I know for a fact that anybody who has a dong is going to be screaming when they find out about the rate. That's all I can tell you that. And there's a logic reason why it's not going to happen. Okay? Right now, it's been traded against the dollar, and the dollar is losing a lot of ground, not only in Vietnam, it's losing a lot of ground all over Asia. We know that because we've been receiving a lot of news in Iraq, in the black market, in countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, South Korea, even China. Okay, so I'm not making this up. This is about to burst. Okay, so the real value will come out. Okay, so will the dollar devalue? Yes, it's gonna devalue, but it's not gonna be big, and we will come back. Okay, we will come back to be the most stronger currency in the world. Don't worry about that. But in the meantime, it needs to come down, so all the values be fair, not equal, but be fair. Now, I will only share this information with my people in Facebook, in the chat room. Okay? I cannot even, let me just tell you something. I cannot even share this information on Facebook Live. Not even there. Okay? So I can do it on my chat room. But for me to actually do it on my chat room, people need to stop typing while I'm doing it. Alright? So if I'm gonna come out and say, okay, this is the explanation why you guys are gonna see in the dawn. You gotta let me finish typing. Otherwise, you're gonna get confused. Okay? And that's the reason why. And this explanation, I cannot give it to anybody. I cannot share it with you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry that I cannot share it with you. All you gotta know is that the dawn is gonna be the bomb. Okay? The dawn is gonna be the bomb. There's a real logic explanation why. Alright? Okay. Well, it is 4:16 p.m. Pacific time, and it's about for me to leave. And I want to wish everyone a beautiful, happy weekend. And I'll see you next week when all the craziness starts. Again, another edition of the Facebook page. Not the Facebook, oh my God. In the Fake News Show. Thank you so much. God bless everybody.
Thank you for listening to The Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.